Good morning, Romel Santiago here once again. So, I'm gonna catch some hell for this one, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. Today, we're gonna talk about what the definition of a successful relationship is. Now, this actually comes up quite often in some of the sessions that I have. Is clients, couples, thruples, quads will come in and I'll say, I don't know if I want to remain in this relationship, or I don't know if this relationship is working. Well, why are you still with them? Because I love them. That's great, but why are you still with them? We oftentimes default to this idea that love is a reason to remain. Now, as a couples therapist, as a relationship therapist, as a marriage counselor, I never tell a client to leave or stay. That's not my job. If I ever told a client to leave or stay, that would be me infringing on their relationship. It's me projecting my culture, my beliefs, my identity, my values onto somebody else who may not share those particular things. So I'm very careful to not say you should stay or you should go, not even in domestic violence, violent relationships, um, because that's not my place. Human beings don't really respond all that great when you tell them to do something. If I tell you to go shut off the light, why? It's not my fucking house. Why am I telling you to do anything? Who's paying your electric bill right now? We don't respond all that well to orders or demands or when people tell us something, especially something that we do not want to hear or we're not ready for. So, my stance is to always encourage the client to identify why are they in a relationship without using the phrase because I love them. That's not a sufficient enough answer. Love is great, but love is not everything. And so we can love somebody, and family is a wonderful, wonderful example of this. People that hurt us the most are often the ones that we love. And so what do? We take it because we love them. We take it because we think they love us. We take it because what? Why are we in these particular relationships? I'm not saying get out. What I'm saying is begin asking yourself some of these questions and go deeper than because I love them. Or here's my favorite one, because we're married and I promised them. One of the things about marriage is you married your partner, if you're married, you married your partner at a time and place where both of you were ready, willing, and able to commit to each other. People change, people grow together, people grow apart. People's expectations of relationships change on a regular basis. What we need, how we develop, how we get to know ourselves, and how we grow individually and spiritually. Who I am when I married my ex husband is not the same person who I am now. What I needed when I married my ex husband was very, very different from what I needed by the time we got divorced. Oftentimes, people think that because I made this commitment, because I made this promise, I'm promising you that I'm going to love you for the rest of my life. That's great. I can still have love for my ex-husband, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to commit to that type of relationship when it no longer serves me. I am committing to be there and to be supportive as long as the way in which you're growing is essentially in alignment with the way that I'm growing. If we're both doing our own work and we're both healing and we look back and we're like, oh shit, this was a trauma bond when we got together. we both have, or one of us has resolved our trauma, and we are no longer compatible. There is nothing wrong with that. So, back to the question, why are you still with them? It's not because we love them, it's not because we made a commitment. What is the reason? And so, we oftentimes think that a successful marriage or relationship means that we're still together when one of us dies, versus the level of happiness, the level of excitement, the level of contentment, the level of support, encouragement, trust. If these things aren't there, and your only response to why are you in this relationship is because I love them and I made a commitment, there's a lot that is getting deprived. We're sitting in a situation that is no longer serving us, but because of some belief system that we have that says, because I promised during this particular part of my life that I would love and cherish you, I'm going to stick to this despite the fact that both of us have grown in very, very different directions. So, something to begin thinking about. Wow, the love of my life just popped up. Um, Something to begin thinking about is, well, why am I in this relationship without using the term because I love them or because I'm committed to them? What is your reason? And that's something that I'm going to encourage you to begin thinking about as you navigate the next week is how how do I know that this is where I want to be, I need to be, and I am choosing to be? Side note, something else to begin thinking about is, well, there's this other question. Can you fully accept and commit to your partner today with them being exactly who they are right now? If your answer is anything but yes, maybe it's time to reevaluate. Because if it's anything but yes, your expectation is you are in a relationship with your expectations for the other person versus loving them for exactly who they are. And gonna sound like an asshole, but that's not kind of fucked up. That is really fucked up. I can't love them for who they are. I can love them for who I want them to be. Is that the relationship that you want to be in? So, with that being said, we do have to pause. You're probably going to unsubscribe, and that's fine. Cuss me out, hate me, all you want. But it is if you are watching this particular video for a specific reason or for some answers, it's probably going to shine some clarity on the work that you need to do as an individual. And so, with all that being said, shoot me an email, send me a couple of replies, let me know how this particular video has impacted you. And I hope you all have a wonderful, amazing rest of this beautiful day. And I will see you soon.